Welcome to action in the Global Wrestling Federation. I'm Craig Johnson, along with the talent scout, flamboyant Freddie Fargo.
That's right, Craig. And you know what? You shouldn't be... Show a little conceit here once in a while, Craig. Tell them, I am Craig Johnson, comma, the luckiest commentator in professional wrestling. Period.
Well, the luckiest commentator in professional wrestling will have an opportunity to watch the Brass Knuckles title Battle Royal. The Brass Knuckles title, a very historic name for a tough man competition.
That's absolutely right. Being resurrected here in the GWF, we are going to see some of the meatiest men in professional wrestling all in that ring at one time with taped fists.
Yes, we will. We will also see in recent action here from the Global Wrestling Federation the tag team of Brute Force, and we will see Terry Garvin against the man that I guess belongs. Oh.
Yeah, get him in here. Show a little class, Johnson. Step back here.
Let me get out of your way,
Make some room for him. Get right in here, Bruce.
Why don't you talk to Freddie? Go ahead and talk to Freddie.
See, folks, what you're going to see a little bit later on is we're going to see young Terrence Garvin get the kicking of his life. You see, the fact of the matter is, I don't have the Dark Patriot. I don't have Big Bad John in no Battle Royal for the Brass Knucks because I know I already got the two toughest guys in the GWF. I got the North American champion in Terrence Garvin. A little later on this hour, you're going to find out just how tough the North American champion, the Dark Patriot, is. You know why? Because the expert Bruce Prichard said so. All right, Craigie Pooh.
We'll be back with action on the GWF in a minute. Would you, please?
General Nutrition Center's Pro Performance Amino 1000, the scientifically developed protein supplement. Amino 1000 can help give you the edge. The Amino 1000 gel capsule, designed for fast absorption. Amino 1000, exclusively at GNC, the authority in sports nutrition.
It was just another Saturday afternoon until those old guys came out of the woods with axes. Just when we thought it couldn't get any weirder, it did. They even brought their own music.
Awesome! Hey, fellas, how about a cold bud?
A bud? Obviously, we thought alike.
Oh, that's cold.
Viscosity breakdown can cause engine failure and premature engine wear. A 500-mile race is like putting 150,000 miles on a personal automobile. Pennzoil is the best motor oil that could be used in any engine, be it race car or street car. Pennzoil motor oil gives the most protection against viscosity breakdown of any major motor oil. The last thing you want to worry about is viscosity breakdown. And with Pennzoil, that's a problem that you don't have to worry about. Pennzoil, performance, protection, and quality.
Where would the movies be without cable? A monthly subscription to basic cable gives you over 600 movies for less than it costs a family of 4 to go to the movies once. Cable contributes to life.
Opening bell rings as it's Slammer and Jammer, the team of Brute Force, ready to take on Louie Spiccoli and Brian Hennig. Okay, right off the bat, hot stuff, Eddie Gilbert.
Yes.
A quiz for you.
Yes.
Which one's Slammer and which one's Jammer?
I don't know you have me, Craig. For once, you have me. Which one's Slammer and which one's Jammer?
Well, the one in the ring is Jammer. The other one is Slammer.
Well, you know, I like it better if they were just winners.
You know about winners.
Yes, I do. Mr. Barry Horowitz, personal friend of mine. Hey, did I tell you? You know, about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I was down in New Orleans, you know, at the NABBY convention. And there, you know, I had a little meeting with Dick Gilbert, Tony Curtis, Geraldo Rivera, Joan Rivers, even ESPN's Chris Berman, you know, came by, you know, trying to get me to come on and talk with him a little bit.
Did you see Regis and Kathy Lee?
No, I missed them. Cisco and Ebert were there. Jack Palance, the living legend himself, came up to me and said, "Hot stud, you're my favorite." He did. Tony Kerr, all these people came up and said, and they loved watching me, especially on the greatest total sports network, ESPN.
Not to mention all the other stations, right?
Well, those two. You know, those two things. Of course, a great syndication. It's all over the United States, the world over. Free at last. Free at last.
In the corner, Slammer and Jammer.
Craig, I just kind of talking to Chris Bowman, the way Firestone, I just kind of told him I'd give him a plug for ESPN. So I don't want our other stations to get mad at me. Okay. All right.
Into the ring comes Slammer with a double axe.
How do you know that? Are you like buddies? Do y'all hang out?
No, as a matter of fact, I saw this team when they got their start back in Georgia.
A lot of things originate in Georgia, don't they, Craig?
Well, these two men, formerly the Georgia All-Star Tag Team Champions. As a matter of fact, the team that they beat included former GWF Tag Team title holders Tony and Chris Walker.
Wow, and he's off to big things these days, right?
Very successful in his other wrestling ventures.
What's this kid's name in the ring now with the Slammer or Jammer? What's Hennig?
That's Brian Hennig.
Is any kin to Larry, the ex-Hennig, you know, the famous father of Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig?
I don't know, but a perfectly executed clothesline to the back of the head.
I don't think he's any kin to those guys if he's taking a clothesline to the back of the head. I happen to know the Hennig family personally. Good personal friends of mine.
You know Doug Hennig?
Doug Hennig. Doug, just name escapes me right now, Craig. Who is that?
Magician.
How did I know that? How did I know that? I told you I knew it was.
Right now, Brian Hennig needs a little bit of magic to get out of the corner of brute force.
You know, and I was talking to Joan Rivers. You know what she said to me first thing? She said, Eddie, can we talk? I said, yes, ma'am, we can. I don't know if I was married.
And you said?
I said, I like your little dog Spike.
Ah.
She gave me a book.
She did.
I told her to give a little plug.
Well, right now, Slammer able to punish with brute force.
You know what I did, too? Johnny Bench was there, too, at Nancy.
Really?
And I pitched some baseball with him. He said I was the greatest natural he's ever seen.
Well, fans of either brute force or Brian Hennig or Louie Spiccoli are getting to hear the many trials and tribulations of one hot stuff Eddie Gilbert and his
fans of me. The people out there just want to know more. They're always asking me. In Atlanta, Georgia, the other night, one of my favorite sushi restaurants. I'm sitting there, and one of my greatest friends of all time in country music, Travis Tritt, comes in and sits down. We have sushi together. I'm sorry, whatever happened here.
The Slam and Jam.
Boom, it's over.
That's a count of 3.
It's over. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match, brute force.
Never been one like it, not in 50 years, and there'll never be another one quite like this again. The Jeep 50th Anniversary Clearance Sale, where you can rediscover American value with clearance savings on Jeep Cherokee, or save big with cash back on a legendary Jeep Wrangler. Plus, you could save more, so see your dealer today. There's never been a clearance like this before. There will never be one like it again.
Get the advantage at your local Jeep and Eagle dealer.
WrestleMania is coming at you live on April 5 with a double main event exclusively on pay-per-view. Hulkamania will be on the line as the immortal Hulk Hogan goes face-to-face with the immovable Sid Justice. WWF champion Ric Flair defends the title against the Macho Man Randy Savage, who's fighting not just for the belt, but for the honor of his wife Elizabeth. It's the double main event at WrestleMania, only on pay-per-view.
Get on the right track to win a new Chevrolet Lumina G34. It's the Gillette Halfway Challenge in every live NASCAR Winston Cup race on ESPN this year. If you're 18 or over, you can enter. For 95 cents, call this number before the halfway lap of each race, or send your name, address, and phone number to this address by Thursday prior to each race. If you receive the official phone call and name the driver leading at the halfway point, you win the Gillette Halfway Challenge and a new Lumina Z34. Enter soon and watch NASCAR racing on ESPN.
There you see Terry Garvin ready for action against the North American champion, the Dark Patriot. Greg Johnson joined by flamboyant Freddie Fargo, the talent scout. As we just got through seeing the tag team of Brute Force in action, your discovery. But right now, we're ready for action right here in the GWF. Terry Garvin against the Dark Patriot.
And what a way to start our show off today, Craig.
The matchup with Brute Force took place a couple weeks ago, but we wanted to give you a look at one of the hottest tag teams. But now in our first live event today on the GWF, the Expert brings the Dark Patriot to the ring, and whenever the Expert is around, you know there are problems lurking not far behind.
Now, obviously, Craig, I have all the respect in the world for Mr. Prichard and for the Dark Patriot. But as long as I'm alive, it's debatable as to who's the expert.
Well, I'm sure you all could have a debate on your own, but we already have one debating pair in the Global Wrestling Federation, Scott Hudson and Stephen DeTruth. Back to the corner, Terry Garvin blocking the shot and delivers one of his own. The Expert has sent his men up against Terry Garvin almost as much as he's sent him up against hot stuff Eddie Gilbert. There's no bounty on the head of Terry Garvin, at least none that we've heard of.
But that's the key to it right there, Craig. Bet you've heard of.
Well, I think with the somewhat strange alliance of Gilbert and Garvin, that the Expert wants to try to, I guess, tear down the opposing forces one by one, and would like to get Mr. Garvin out of the picture.
That is correct, Craig. And, you know, I'm baffled by what is going on inside Eddie Gilbert's mind. Just what is going on in there. I'll tell you what I think is going on there. I think Eddie Gilbert is being duped by Terry Garvin, who just wants to ride his coattails to stardom.
Well, mutual respect there by Gilbert and Garvin. As we saw recently in the Global Wrestling Federation. Twisting on the left arm, but he left one arm free, the right arm, used by the Dark Patriot in the punch. Chop to the throat. Terry Garvin, we say it so many times, he's a man that never gives up.
Oh, yeah, here we go again. Terry Garvin's got all this heart, yeah, never gives up.
And Terry Garvin trying to get a second win. That win may have been taken out of him by a couple of boots, courtesy of the Dark Patriot. Into the ropes, into the corner, rather. Terry Garvin keeled over, courtesy of the very fast whip by the Dark Patriot. Into the other corner. Garvin, I don't know if he hit hard or if he caught himself. High head scissors, goes down the ropes and flips him over. Drop kick. And the Dark Patriot doesn't know which way to go. Takes the hard way out. While the Dark Patriot on the outside, Terry Garvin off the top turnbuckle with the clothesline.
Well, I will say, Craig, I do give credit where it's due, and that was a fine move on the part of Terry Garvin. Now the question is, can he follow it up?
Runs him into the post. but didn't run him all the way into the post. Garvin charges, but the high backdrop at the ringside area is James Beard forced to break the count as the Dark Patriot rolls in and out.
Here it goes.
The man in black. Suplex. And a little slap for good measure.
That's what he's going to do.
An extreme close-up of the man in black. As there's the expert down with a kick to the head.
Now, Craig, I question whether you called that correctly or not. Didn't look like a kick to the head to me. Being the nice guy that he is, I do believe the expert was merely scratching the back of Garvin's head.
Well, if he's going to scratch his back, I think Garvin's going to go after the expert. Unfortunately, he didn't have eyes in the back of his head as he was attacked from behind by the Dark Patriot.
The Patriot, of course, the Dark Patriot, of course.
Please don't ever get those two confused.
I know. What an insult that was to the Dark Patriot, and I certainly do apologize, Craig. I just don't know what came over me.
Well, what has come over the Dark Patriot might be a headache right here. Terry Garvin, personal tour of the solid steel pole. Both men back into the ring. Garvin going after the Dark Patriot until a ring of the eye stops the momentum. Duck under the clothesline. Belly to belly. The Dark Patriot trying to find some way out of the predicament and found it there. The man in black. Picking up Garvin, trying to put him up for a pile driver or a power bomb or something like that. But Garvin reverses. Clothesline. Terry Garvin trying to gain some momentum and goes to work on the arm. We've got to take a break right here. If anything happens, we'll show you via videotape. Otherwise, we'll be back in just a moment.
Hot coffee and steak in front of strangers at 30,000 feet? Not till I switched. Now I fix it and forget it.
That's good. When people are watching you this closely, you just can't be worried about your dentures. That's why I fix it and forget it.
Fixident holds stronger than any other adhesive. It even stands up to the hottest liquids.
Taste it, Grandpa.
He never would have tried this with his old adhesive.
For the strongest hold you can get, Fixident and forget it.
In my career, I've had a lot of good things happen to me. Of course, there were a few headaches, but that's when I'd reach for a Goody's headache powder, and I'm not alone. In a recent survey, doctors preferred the Goody's formula too, by more than 3 to 1 over BC's. And only Goody's beats a headache the way I prefer, in record-breaking time.
All right. It should feel so good again.
Terry Garvin still working on the arm as we return to the Global Dome. Craig Johnson and flamboyant Freddie Fargo.
And if you notice, Craig, with one rake of the eyes, Dark Patriot was able to turn the momentum in this match.
This match has been a match that has gone back and forth on many occasions.
A seesaw battle indeed, with the Dark Patriot currently holding the upper hand in the match.
I was about to say he has deceived.
You might say that. I wouldn't.
And the expert jawing at Terry Garvin. Garvin with a series of elbows. Breaks the hold. It goes back to the corner. Boot to the midsection. Goes up to the middle rope. Comes down. Sunset flip. 1, 2. Almost the count of 3. And once again, the Dark Patriot up to his feet and gets the first blow in.
What a seesaw battle this is turning out to be, Craig. No one can seem to sustain the upper hand in this bout.
Garvin campaigning here. Tries the leapfrog, and it's turned into a power bomb, courtesy of the Dark One. Count of 1, count of 2. And Garvin kicks out. One thing that the Dark Patriot is not, he does not put a lot of flashy moves in there. As a matter of fact, he's so methodical sometimes.
It's called the basics, Craig. When you know the basics, when you are well schooled in the basics, what happens? You win North American titles.
And is that one of the basics, a headbutt courtesy of the expert?
As far as I know.
A slap to the face and a headbutt, and now a boot to the throat. And look at the expert again. Something has got to be done about this man.
How about a raise in pay? I think he deserves it. This man is doing a fine job.
And now, when the expert isn't using the chokehold, the Dark Patriot is. The expert wanting to try to get a shot in and die. Why don't they go ahead and make this a handicap match?
Well, Craig, why not? Obviously, Terry Garvin is one of the most handicapped people I've ever met.
Catapult right to the bottom rope. Not going to justify that last remark. There's the North American champion with things seemingly in hand here. Maybe not. Terry Garvin blocking the trip to the turnbuckle. And it looked like the Dark Patriot wanted to block the trip to the turnbuckle and may have been able to shake it off just a little bit as he gets the advantage with a shot to the midsection.
Terry Garvin is definitely showing me some fortitude that I didn't think that he possessed.
And now going to the rope, going to work on the leg and the knee. And the expert from the outside. I have seen a lot of managers in my day, but I have not seen a manager interfere so much in one match as the expert has in this one.
Pardon me, Craig. Just which monitor are you looking at?
The same one you are. There's only one here. Garvin out of the way of the elbow drop. Back to his feet. The fans getting behind Terry Garvin.
And just why is that, Craig? I don't understand that.
Very popular here at the Global Dome.
Well, and we've got a lot of people that are awfully hard up for a hero.
Whip into the ropes. Clothesline. And the Dark Patriot attempting to get the 3 count, but barely a count of 2 as Garvin has a mean look in his eye. You talked about tenacity earlier. When Terry Garvin gets those eyes, watch out. Duck under. Flying forearm. Down goes the Dark Patriot. Back to the rope again. Another flying forearm. Lands right on the star. Shoulder block. Neither man goes down. Another shoulder block, and the Dark Patriot takes Terry Garvin to the outside with him. Both men on the outside here as Terry Garvin about to be set into the post, but sends the side of the head of the Dark Patriot there. Watch out for the expert from behind, holding his leg as...
And it's a count out, Craig.
James Beard cannot see the expert holding on to the leg. And Terry Garvin back into the ring delivering the clothesline. Did the bell ring? I don't
know. This is very confusing, Craig. The entire crowd here does not know what's going on. Well, obviously.
Ron Ames indicated to me that we have an official word.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, because Terry Garvin was counted out, is the Dark Patriot.
Oh, my.
A nation within a nation.
You must be the Indian FBI.
That's That's right.
What nation?
The United States. A secret within a man.
Says he knew you were coming. Who told him?
Gosh, you're out there. Spirits. He came to investigate a murder.
You're chasing the wrong man.
But he uncovered a mystery within himself.
Just a dream.
You had yourself a vision.
Thunderheart, rated R. Starts Friday, April 3rd at a theater near you.
I used to have dandruff, so I tried Head and Shoulders. Then I tried Selsun Blue. Blue is better.
Selsun Blue relieves dandruff flaking better than Head and Shoulders. And doctors recommend it more than Head and Shoulders, Denorex, and Tegrin.
Blue is better.
Selsun Blue.
For the best water softener salts, don't look for this bag. Look for this one. Diamond Crystal water softener salts now come in bold new packages that are even recyclable.
Evan Killer Watts and Tyrone Frazier. Once they met in a brutal, hard-hitting brawl, they now battle in a war to settle the score on Top Rank Boxing. Friday night, live on ESPN.
At 250 pounds from Krakow, Poland, Scott Putski!
The purveyor of the Polish hammer, Scott Putski.
And so far, still undefeated in the GWF.
And I believe he's moving his way up the
in the rankings. Yes, I was thinking a while ago I was looking at Gary Young being at number 10 or 9, and Scott Putski is one or the other. Number 9 and number 10 in there also.
Now, Billy Joe Travis is targeting the light heavyweight championship.
Well, one thing wrong with Billy right now in his career, he's trying to figure out which road to take. Now, I'm not saying whether to be one of the people's fan favorites or whatever. I mean, trying to decide whether he's going after a heavyweight title to keep the weight on or go after what you just said, Craig, the light heavyweight title held by Mr. Irresistible himself, Mr. Sleeper Hold, Mr. Simon X, Jerry Lynn.
I have to give credit to Jerry Lynn defending his title in Japan, scheduled to come back to the United States very soon.
Man, let me ask you a question. How do we know he's in Japan? Do you have any proof? Did he just call you up? Did he just call you up and say, "Hey, Craig, I'm going to Japan," and you're Mr. Gullible? Did he send you a fax and it had Japan on top of it or something? You're Mr. Gullible. Okay, Jerry, send me a postcard.
As a matter of fact, a copy of Weekly Pro Wrestling and Weekly Gong featured the
Do you know Japan, Japanese now?
As a matter of fact, I'm taking a konbanwa, good evening, konnichiwa, good afternoon.
I got you.
Arigatos, thank you.
I got you. You're taking lessons from that Deborah Michelli girl. I saw that, yes.
Actually, she has taught me a few words.
Okay. You like sushi?
Enjoying it.
Sushi, not Susie.
No, enjoying it a lot more than Billy Joe Travis is enjoying this match.
Well, see, I want to talk about something else because right now Billy's not faring too well.
Well, the object of desire is objecting to a pull of the tights.
Yeah, Billy's just feeling it out right now. He'll come along. He's just, it's like warming up a car. You crank it up, let it warm, and let it idle, then he'll strike in just a second, and Mr. Scott Putski will suffer probably his first defeat in the Global Wrestling Federation, or as I like to call it, the Gilbert Wrestling Federation.
We went almost a half hour, maybe even a little more without you mentioning it, and there you go.
Free at last! Free at last!
I just wish we were... Anyway, a side headlock.
Now, you sure that's not a chokehold?
I don't think his hand is anywhere near the
if our
throat of
director there, if you get a closer shot of that, which he won't because he's very partial towards Mr. Putski.
Putski with a shoulder block. Step over. Reversal. High hip toss.
Billy, very smart, Billy. Get out of there. Time out. But Billy's really giving the women a chance to look at his body right now, what he's doing.
Well, Video Bob, the director, allowing what? The women to take a look at Scott Putski's body right there.
Big deal.
What do you have against Video Bob?
Nothing personal. He does a good job. This is why I'm in the ring more. The camera should stay on me. And not these redneck idiot fans.
Billy Joe Travis cannot understand why the fans don't cheer for him anymore. I think it's quite simple.
He does not wonder that. He knows. He knows.
I'm sure in the
I saw you talk over a workout routine earlier with Scott Putski. Yes, I did. And he told you to meet him down at the gym, and you went down there to Jim's Bar and Grill to meet him down there. What's the deal?
Anyone who knows me would know that I would not show up at Jim's Bar.
Yes, you would. Wear a Diet Coke. A large one at that, in a frosted mug.
Can we get back to the match in the ring?
Exactly. I've been waiting for that. Free at last! Free at last!
Well, Billy Joe Travis hiding behind the official.
Well, wouldn't you if a guy's standing there with a fist doubled up and the referee's looking right at him, not doing a thing? What a good takedown by Billy Joe Travis, Craig.
Good takedown in your opinion.
Well, I think Billy would win the tight contest. Who's got the best looking tight?
We have the battle of hot pink or fuchsia against neon green.
Now listen to these partial people. And then you're biased, very biased. Billy has taken him down 3 times now, just brute strength. Just took him right off his feet. And you guys say it's good for Billy. Look at Billy's body compared to Scott Putski.
I looked at that bicep muscle flex oh so well as he pulled the hair down.
Hey, James Beard just pulled Billy's hair.
Hey.
James Beard. What? Oh, I don't like that referee at all.
James Beard, the senior official, taking matters into his own jurisdiction.
I don't like him.
Just because he's assigned himself to every one of your matches.
Yeah. That's because he gets a lot of wrestling magazines refereeing my matches.
Side suplex delivered very well by the object of desire, Billy Joe Travis.
I'm very proud of you. Give him a little credit there.
Well, that's what he asked me to call him.
Boy, Billy's showing me a lot of sneakiness. I think he learned that from the great Honorable Imperial Tojo Yamamoto. It's sneakiness.
Is he still around?
Yes, he's still around. Around what? I don't know.
Scott Putski, quite determined. And Billy Joe Travis sees that determination there. 2 times in the turnbuckle, 3, keep counting.
Well, it's obvious Billy Joe's not going to win this by going strength to strength at all.
Not a great idea. And
I sure wouldn't be doing it. Not against that body. I got to say that and give it to the kid.
Power slam, count of 1, count of 2, but that's about it. And Putski getting quite upset.
Like I said before, Craig, Putski comes in the ring with that edge coming from that wrestling family. You know, much like myself.
Putski tries to roll up.
Oh, Billy, turn around. Don't be stupid.
Powers him over. 1, 2.
Hey, he pulled it tight.
Wrestling fans, your winner, Scott Putski.
Scott Putski, the winner, and when we return, our main event.
General Nutrition Center's Pro Performance Amino 1000, the scientifically developed protein supplement. Amino 1000 can help give you the edge. The Amino 1000 gel capsule, designed for fast absorption. Amino 1000, exclusively at GNC, the authority in sports nutrition.
The Congress is not unified with the President. The vote on this resolution should be yes.
This tax is a loser.
We side with the people and we side with freedom.
We better get our priorities straightened around in a hurry.
Where would the issues be without cable? The $15 million a year it costs to bring America C-SPAN is totally paid for by cable companies like yours.
What is the wisest course of action for our nation? We see this as the first step.
Cable contributes to life.
This is for the Brass Knuckles Battle Royal.
We're ready for the Brass Knuckles Battle Royal. The first competitor, the winner, Barry Horowitz. Well, Bill Irwin will go after the Brass Knuckles title. A crack of the whip there. You'll notice they all have taped fists. Here comes Bull Payne, accompanied by Samantha. Some special rules involved in this Kendo Nagasaki making his return to the GWF after a very successful tour of Japan with SWF. Scott Putski, the big man from Krakow, Poland. Black Bart. The wild man from Pecos, Texas. Gorgeous Gary Young, who's been in search of a title, and this would be an excellent title for him to go after. And the coast-to-coast connection, both going after the brass knuckles title, accompanied by Skandor Akbar. 3 ways you can eliminate a man, Freddie Fargo.
And what might those be, Craig?
The technical knockout, a 3-count pin, or a 10-count outside of the ring.
Of course, Craig, the brass knucks title, not a title that notates finesse, shall we say. It's a title that notates nothing short of sheer guts and brutality.
Well, it's actually a very historical name, as I mentioned at the top of the program, for a tough man competition. The one that comes out of this one is the toughest man in the GWF.
And no one, Craig, can quibble with that. There are 10 of the greatest talents in professional wrestling today right there, featuring, of course, the return of Kendo Nagasaki to the GWF.
Now, Kendo Nagasaki, a competitor for many years in the United States, even more than that over in Japan, most recently with the Super World Sports Group over there.
That's absolutely correct. Craig, one of the most respected names in Japan. There's my cohort, Skandor Akbar.
Well, the talent scout, flamboyant Freddie Fargo, watching this one along with me. As it's not as easy as throwing a man over the top rope. As the winner sneaks in from behind to help out Bull Payman, a headbutt to the sternum, a rake to the back.
Barry Horowitz, of course, sporting the bandages needed to cover the burn suffered at the hands of one hot stuff Eddie Gilbert.
That's about all we will say about that. The winner going against Wild Bill Irwin, Gary Young against Kendo Nagasaki.
Now, Craig, to do a match like this justice, you need like a 4-way split screen. There's just plain too much action to be shown on the screen all at once.
A lot of men to talk about. The chant of USA going up. Pretty much just to raise the ire of one Skandor Akbar.
Craig, let's put your word on the line here. I want you to pick a winner right now.
Very difficult to pick a winner. You've got so many different styles in there. There you see Black Bart, whose brawling style has gotten him a long way in the sport of professional wrestling. But then you have the Oriental style of Kendo Nagasaki. Of course, Wild Bill Irwin can brawl with the best of them. It's hard to pick a winner.
Well, you're absolutely right, Craig. But let's narrow it down. I mean, how hard is it to narrow it down to the real competitors in here? Let's see, we've got John Tatum,
who
we've got
has proven his martial arts skills, allegedly. Rod Price, a very powerful man. We've named half the field, and all of them could be considered favorites.
And one of the best brawlers in the business ever, all-time best brawlers, being Black Bart. You're absolutely right with 10 men in there, Craig. It is hard to call, but I would say that I would have to give the slight, ever so slight edge to one Black Bart.
There you see Samantha, who may give the edge to Bull Payne.
Oh, she's a beauty, Craig. I mean, every man's fantasy right there.
Well, there is Barry the Winner Horowitz. Who just recently won back the light heavyweight championship. We have to remember that there are 3 champions in the ring here. The tag team champions of Tatum and Price, the light heavyweight champion, Barry the Winner Horowitz. But the one thing about the Brass Knuckles title, you are allowed to hold that title concurrently with another GWF belt.
That's absolutely right,
why
Craig.
they're here.
That's absolutely right. There are currently 3 champions in the ring with a very good chance that a 4th will emerge.
We want to bring you all this action, so stay tuned. Don't you go away. More on the GWF Network.
Preston Feather Building Center.
considering a paint project? Let the knowledgeable staff at Preston Feather suggest Service-Star paints. Service-Star offers a wide variety of high-quality paints, all 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Save now on Service-Star's best interior latex black decoration, just $9.99 a gallon. Make your next paint project picture perfect with Service-Star paint, found exclusively at Preston Feather Building Centers.
Helping you build with confidence. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried.
Opening day is April 6th. As the Blue Jays meet the Tigers, the Giants battle the Dodgers, and the Mets take on the Cardinals. An opening day triple header, Monday, April 6th, live on ESPN.
Daniel, touchdown. It is tipped and caught by Tillman.
The waddle.
As we return to action, all 10 men still in the ring for this battle royal for the GWF Brass Knucks title to determine the toughest man in the GWF.
I find just the fact that all 10 men have been able to stay in this match quite incredible on itself with all the action going on in there.
The Rattlesnake on the outside. The count was up to about 7. He got in before the 10 count. 2 referees, one inside the ring, one outside the ring, keeping an eye on this one. Blackburn and Rattlesnake go at it in one corner. While Wild Bill with a shot on Rugged Rod Price. One half of the GWF tag team take. Samantha looks on.
Would you please ask them to take that camera off of Samantha? I can't concentrate on this match.
Hollywood John Tatum hit with a karate kick. Barry the Winner Horowitz going after Kendo Nagasaki, proving that there are no friends in this matchup. All the men with tape fists, legal in brass knuck situations. Over the top goes Bull Payne and out after him. Wild Bill Irwin. Both men have to watch out for the 10 count. Wild Bill delivering a couple of clubbing blows. Bull Payne has to make his way back into the ring.
Right now, Bull Payne, I've said it before and I'm going to say it again right now, one of the luckiest men in professional wrestling. Not only does he possess great talent, great wrestling skills, but he also has Samantha right there on his arm.
We have yet to see a man eliminated from this battle royal. Gorgeous Gary Young keeping Bull Payne on the outside. Rattlesnake trying to take Kendo Nagasaki over the top rope and out, but that will not eliminate a man. You have to have him outside of the ring for a 10 count, a 3 count pin, or a TKO.
Craig, a little side wager here. I say that the connection will have the last 3 members inside that ring.
I don't know if wagering is legal, but Akbar giving Blackburn a few instructions to probably assist in that wager. Blackburn.
Rattlesnake tumbles to the floor, and I venture to say that that's it.
Over the top rope, courtesy of Bull Payne. He is being counted by John Keaton on the outside of the ring. And Bull Payne comes off the apron. eliminated the Rattlesnake. Remaining. Kendo Nagasaki still in there. All three members of the Coast to Coast Connection still in there, represented in this battle royal. Wild Bill against Rugged Rod Price, delivering those tape fists.
I think it's very important, Craig, to point out the fact that when you do get slugged by a taped fist, you do feel it. You do have to be a man to take that kind of punishment. And a true brass knucks champion will be the only man that can handle that punishment.
Back in the old days of both boxing and wrestling, boxing more so, you didn't used to see gloves. You used to see the tape fist, and that's how they would decide it.
You're showing your age, Craig.
I was never alive during any of them.
We all know about the several plastic surgeries you've undergone, Craig.
Bull Payne going at it on the outside with Scott Putski. High knee by Bull Payne into the apron. Both men have to be very careful or else they'll be eliminated. Coast-to-coast connection with back-to-back defense there. Bull Payne and Scott Putski have both been eliminated, counted out. Samantha tapping Scott Putski on the back. John Tatum and the California Stud. Watch out here. The California kick about to be applied, but it's to the Stud. Up and over. And the float kick sends John Tatum out. The count is on both men. It's up to 9 on Rugged Rod Price and 10 on Hollywood John Tatum. And Hollywood has been eliminated, and so is Rugged Rod Price. We'll take a break and bring you the conclusion of this right after this.
I am shaped like a pear. My problem starts at my waist and goes down from there.
I get so many letters from women asking what they can do about their hips or stomach or thighs.
It's new, and it's Jane Fonda's lower body system, including adjustable bench step, Jane's lower body video, and personal training guide. Step 1 is aerobic stepping for cardiovascular fitness, lower body conditioning, and weight loss. By adding the bench step to your routine, you can burn up to 300 calories per 35-minute workout.
You need aerobics to burn calories for overall weight loss and muscle toning exercises to shape and firm.
Step 2 is a one-on-one targeted toning session. Step 3, the call is free and brings Jane Fonda's lower body system to your home.
It's a step in the right direction.
To order Jane Fonda's lower body system, call toll-free 1-800-652-7200. We'll bill your credit card 3 easy payments of $19.95 each. You get a full 60-day home trial. Call 1-800-652-7200.
Hey, watch out! Oh, no! Uh-oh. Are nicks and scratches destroying your car's finish? Introducing Color Smart, the color-coordinated polish that makes nicks and scratches disappear. Look, to shine your shoes, you choose matching color polish. Color Smart works the same way. Just choose the color that matches your car. Not a car key. Use Color Smart White and those scratches disappear. Color Smart brings back any car's shine. Amazing. Don't spend hundreds on a new paint job. Now you can order Color Smart, the paint job in a bottle, for only $19.95. Order now, and we'll double the size of your bottle, an incredible 16 ounces. But wait, call within the next 10 minutes, and we'll also include this triple bonus. Restore it, clear glass, and new car scent. A $20 value free. Order your Color Smart today.
Have your credit card ready and call 1-800-257-8000 or send check or money order to the address shown on your screen. For faster delivery, call 1-800-257-8000.
There you take a look at all 4 men remaining in the ring and in contention for the GWF Brass Knucks title. Kendo Nagasaki putting a shot in on Wild Bill Irwin. Kick to the midsection by Gary Young. And you have to remember Gary Young and Cactus Jack tag team partners a while back, and there's no brawler that I can remember back in the days of when Gary Young and Cactus Jack were a tag team.
That's absolutely correct, Craig. It's funny how, you talk and talk and talk, and you have to be right once in a while.
Kendo Nagasaki putting those kicks into Wild Bill Irwin. Nagasaki, a man who trained the great Muta and brought him over to the United States when he did come over to the United States.
That's right, and now emerging once again here in the Global Wrestling Federation.
I remember some legendary battles involving Kendo Nagasaki up in the Central States, also down in Puerto Rico. He is definitely the wild card in this matchup. As Gary Young using those tape fists trying to knock out Black Bart. We've yet to see a TKO. That could do it. As Black Bart may be out right here. Look at Gary Young just pummeling Black Bart. Black Bart may be out. And if the referee deems it a TKO, he will be eliminated. Gary Young all over. Gary Young topples down, courtesy of Skandor Akbar.
I think it was courtesy of his clumsiness myself.
Wild Bill Irwin being very successful in taking Kendo Nagasaki up and over. Gary Young keeping Nagasaki from getting back into the ring. Both men are being counted. They're taking it onto the interview platform. Both men have been eliminated. So 2 men remain. Wild Bill Irwin and Black Bart.
Former tag team partners who not only are vying for the belt, but are also vying for their self-respect.
Count of 1, count of 2, and almost a count of 3. Very close to seeing Wild Bill Irwin become the GWF Brass Knucks champion. Wild Bill Irwin taking advantage of the bandana worn by Black Bart. Now over the middle rope. Here comes Wild Bill. Knee to the top of the back. And remember, the official can determine a technical knockout if Black Bart cannot take anymore. That's in the judgment of the official, and James Beard looking very closely there. I think Black Bart's out of it. I think we have a new Brass Knucks champion. His name is Wild Bill Irwin. Wild Bill misses with a move. Is Black Bart able to get out of the way? But he's not able to get out.
Both combatants very, very weary at this point. It's basically going to be the man who can dig down and get that intestinal fortitude up that is going to walk away with the GWF Brass Knucks Championship.
Black Bart up to his feet, comes down with a compactor on a prone Wild Bill Irwin. There's the cover. Grapevine's the wrong leg. You notice that Wild Bill Irwin had a foot on the rope, and Black Bart, so woozy, did not see that leg on the rope. And now, This is what it's all about. The brawling aspect as they go at it. Roundhouse right by Wild Bill. Gives him the advantage. Both men staggering. Will that one put Black Bart down? He's leading, but he's not quite down yet. Measuring is Wild Bill Irwin. Black Bart may be out on his feet. Now he's out off his feet. Rolls him up. Count of one, count of two. Almost a count of three.
Black Bart proving once again why he made it all the way to the end of this match.
Shot to the throat with the extended fingers. And Black Bart now with the advantage. Both men very tired, I'm sure. This match has gone over 20 minutes. The float kick, the trademark of Wild Bill Irwin, could win him the Brass Knucks title, but Skander Akbar has come up to ringside. And Wild Bill has let that distract us. And Black Bart using dear old BB to take care of Wild Bill Irwin, and he's being counted outside the ring.
And I do believe that Wild Bill Irwin, paying so much attention to Skander Akbar, may just have cost him his shot at the Brass Knucks title.
The bell rings.
That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match and the GWF Brass Knucks champion, Black Bart.
This is a remarkable chemical called Bomblin. How remarkable? Bomblin's protection is critical to the space shuttle during the rigors of launch and re-entry. It's a substance so incredible it won't boil at 600 degrees or freeze at 100 below. And Bomblin is so effective, it protects the Taj Mahal from damaging airborne pollutants. And now that same extraordinary protection is available for your car's finish. Introducing Autofoam with Bomblin from Blue Coral. It simply outprotects every wax or polish ever devised. It's especially important for today's sensitive clear coat finishes. Gas, acid rain, and road salt destroy traditional products. But Autofoam's unique electrochemical properties literally repel them. And Autofoam does it with the brightest, glossiest shine you've ever seen. Bomblin protects the world's most expensive vehicles. Imagine what Autofoam can do for yours.
Bill Elliott is so hot he could overheat at the track that's too tough to tame. He goes for his 4th consecutive victory at the Trans-South 500, Sunday afternoon at 1 Eastern, live on ESPN. You're watching ESPN, the Total Sports Network.
Well, the fans have cleared out of the Global Dome, Freddie, but we have seen some exciting action today on the Global Wrestling Federation, including that Brass Knucks Battle Royal. Black Bart goes home with the gold.
Absolutely right, Craig. And just as I predicted, I gave Black Bart the slight edge in the match. And, of course, once again, hit it right on the money.
Well, you are the talent scout here in the Global Wrestling Federation, and with the assistance of Bruce Prichard, the Dark Patriot with a win over Terry Garvin, but it took all the strength that Bruce Prichard could muster to keep Terry Garvin out of that ring.
Funny, Craig, that's not the way I recall it.
Well, obviously, we were thinking of two different matches, and we saw at the start of the program the team of brute force from recent action here in the Global Wrestling Federation, and I understand you're just very high on this team.
Yes, sir, Craig, I am. Not only can these guys wrestle, but they can rock and roll, and you know those are my two fortes.
Indeed they are. For Flamboyant Freddie Fargo, I'm Craig Johnson. We'll see you next time in the Global Wrestling Federation with more action. So long, everybody.